Got some exciting news today. My Essence razor by Titleist is out for delivery, so I thought what I'd do is kind of a quick comparison shave on the first part of it. Um, so we're going to use a Feather DX Kamisori. Um, same profile as the folding DX with a Feather Pro Guard blade, and hopefully tomorrow, if it shows up, I'll be shaving with the Essence razor and give it kind of a comparison. Now, obviously, the ergonomics are a tad bit different with the Kamisori, but I'm more worried about what the blade feel is going to be like. For our brush today, we're going to be using the WCS Honeycomb in blue. I've actually had this for quite a while. It's got a really nice knot on it. It's a finest badger, I think. And it's a little bit big for the puck I'm using today, which is wet shaving products out of Scottsdale Rustic Shaving Soap in Matterhorn. The reason why I chose the Matterhorn today is because it was cold. I didn't watch the weather last night, and it was nice over Christmas in the 50s and stuff like that. But when I woke up this morning, it was in the low 40s, and I guess we're up here north of Tucson. We're supposed to peak maybe in the high 40s to low 50s, and with some rain. So wasn't expecting that today. The WCS soaps are always good. I wish they had bigger, but this is one of their old rustic formulas. So, but it's always good. And the Matterhorn is an ode to Creed Silver Mountain water, which is a very, very bright, basically an icy pine forest. There's no menthol in it or stuff like that, but it's like a Chris Mountain stream, like a glacial water stream. I think would be the best characterization of it. I've got about almost 3 days growth, 2.5, 3 days growth, because I was a slug yesterday and we had a bunch of stuff to do around the house. So I was going to shave in the evening yesterday, but I figured there was nowhere I had to go. So I didn't. A novice wet shaver on the shaving cutter was asking me why it didn't appear that my lathers were all that thick. And I think it's more camera than anything else, but I did explain to him that being a straight shaver, I like the lathers a little bit thinner. If I'm going to be shaving with a DE, then a little bit thicker to provide a little bit more cushion. But I like to feel the blade, especially when shaving with a straight. And I actually used to add drips of water, like I'm sure you've seen Spider do, and we've all done before. But I've found that I can get better control after all these years by just dipping the tips in water. It may take a little bit longer to get the lather the way I like it, but I find it a little bit better. Now, and obviously those of you that are bowl lathers kind of skip all that step because you do that in the bowl before you start an application. But I like doing it this way by dipping the tips, because what I can do is I can dial in the lather for slickness, because that's really the most important part for me, is the slickness with the blade, especially with a straight. But I think that's pretty thick. I don't know how thick you need it, but... And it also depends on the soap as well. So hopefully, Novice Wet Saver, that helps you out. We've also been discussing how much water to use. And to me, always start with less and then add, because you can't take water away. And if you break the soap, you basically start over again. All right. Been a while since I've used this Kamisori. So let's see what happens here. And basically with me, with a Kamisori, I actually hold it with my thumb and forefinger right on the the shoulder of the blade, 2 fingers over, thumb underneath, and then I actually put my pinky underneath here so it counterbalances it. Yeah, this lather's a little too thick. And I should say this is a brand new feather blade, because when I do the comparison, I want to make sure that I'm as even as possible. I do have a folding DX, but I have that at the shop because I use that for my budget shaves, I guess. Because I've got 2 types of shaves at the shop. I've got the budget shave, which is a certain dollar amount, and then I've got the luxury shave, which uses a little bit more processes, and it uses a, well, right now I'm using a Ralph Ost 5/8 for that duty. I also use the DX for the lineups around the ear. On the back of the neck. I just find it easier. Good first pass. The soap, the strength of the soap is really, probably a 4.5 out of 5. And it just lathers wonderfully. The soap was a little too thick. I think I'm going to thin that out a little bit. There we go. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. All the videos of the gift openings, it looks like everybody, for the most part, was extremely generous to everybody. I love shaving with the Kamisori because it, especially on these passes, gives you a ton of control. Don't forget my cohorts in crime. Right up here, Nurse Dave, Major Rich, KJ, The Spider, and Bill M. Trying to help them build up their channels, get more subscribers. and of course promote the shaving cadre. The TSC Bingo, the new one, is going to be starting up pretty soon. I think that's starting on January 4th, I believe. Also, if you like what you see, make sure you press on this barber pole with the cowboy hat. That'll subscribe you to my channel, and then if you'd like to get reminded when videos become available, just ring the bell. We appreciate all comments, good and bad, so please feel free. If you have a question, go ahead and answer, or if there's something you'd like to see me shave with, if I have it, I will certainly attempt it. If I don't have it and you want to send it to me, I'll be more than happy to do that. Thayers, I'm talking to you. Penhaligons, I'm talking to you. Just kidding. Actually, I'm not. And usually the third pass, especially with a straight or even a removable blade straight like the DX, I try to make the last lather pass very thin, but extremely slick. That way I can get everything. And I will flat blade for this if I need it. Most of the time with the DXs, I don't really need to do any flat blading usually, but we'll see. A lot of people ask me why I don't use the Feather Pro or the Feather Pro Super, and what I found is that I think for me and my beard, the Feather Pro and the Feather Pro Super are a little bit harsh. I think this provides the same sharpness, because really the only difference between the blades are a little bit of extended bevel angle, so you have a little bit more cutting surface. And then these have the protective guards. But I've shaved with all three, and personally I just think these shave my beard the best. And I've tried the Pro lines, the Kais, pretty much all of them. And again, I find that the Feather Pro Guard just fits me better. I mean, you're not going to find a wrong blade in the bunch of those. Okay, let's see. A little bit today. That's it. It's a really nice shave today. The only thing with the Kamisori is you got to be careful of is when you're handling them. If it gets slippery, this thing wants to reach out and bite you. Okay, let's see what the tail of the alum is. Proraso alum. Virtually nothing. A little hit right here, but nothing anywhere else. Earlier I told you about seeing everybody here. I do want to give a special shout out to a good buddy of mine, Nurse Dave. Won't go into the details, but we pray that everything is improving for your family member. We're thinking about you and praying about you. Okay, Thayers, here's your chance. Again, we keep telling you again. So, Thayers, lemon. Don't forget us. Nurse Dave, Major Rich. Hello. Hello. Thayers. I figure sooner or later, they're going to either acquiesce and say, okay, you guys, you've been promoting us so much that we're going to do something, or I'll get a cease and desist. But I'm still paying for these, so. I didn't mean that, Thayers. You know, that was just bad Dave coming out in frustration because you haven't recognized this yet. Or as my wife likes to do, now I'm rambling. See, Dave's production company came over here for the holidays, apparently, and there was a movie, and if you're Catholic, you'll appreciate this, a movie called Dogma. It really, really, really just, in a comedic way, trashed the Catholic religion and how much commercialization there can be. And George Carlin, that says it all, plays the cardinal or the bishop, and he's trying to come up with a marketing idea to have more Catholics come to or more people come to the faith. And he came out with Jesus Now, and it literally shows Jesus with the Bible going. So, anyways, probably more than you needed to know. So, again, we will recap the Feather DX Kamisori with a Feather Pro Guard blade, the WCS Honeycomb in blue, which I would call it more dragon scale, but it's a wonderful brush. For the aftershave, oh, and obviously Proraso Alum and another product placement. There's lemon. And then we're going to be using the WSP Matterhorn aftershave tonic. Which again matches the shave perfect for Silver Mountain water. I think I said Clear Mountain water earlier. No, that wasn't it. And then we will do a little bit of talc, but I'm not going to put any more talc in the brush because the last time I did that, well, you guys all know. It was a flower bomb. And for the EDP, we are going to be using, again, WSP Matterhorn. Now, for those of you that have WSP, it's wonderful stuff. However, these atomizers, they are fire hoses. So They spray out a ton, and you will definitely get coverage. As I said, powerful stuff. All right, folks, that's it. Thank you for joining us. Wow, we went 20 minutes today. Still not in the gear nor or long haul tanker realm as of yet. But hopefully tomorrow, the Essence will be here. We'll do a shave with that in a comparison. Don't forget, come join us at the Shaving Cadre, www.theshavingcadre.com. Hope you have a wonderful Monday and enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.